Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay. So in the chapter which we have been dealing with, right? Motion in a straight line or motion in one dimension. Can we revisit some of the formulae, students? So what is displacement? Could you tell me? It is nothing but the shortest distance between
Initial position and the final position, sir.
exactly shortest distance between initial and final positions. Is it a vector?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is a vector. Absolutely right. What is the average velocity, students? Velocity is nothing but
Total displacement by time taken.
very good, very good. Total displacement divided by total time. Perfect. Is velocity a vector quantity or a scalar quantity?
Vector quantities.
Yes, it is a vector quantity. And what are some of the equations of motion that you have learned? V is equal to u plus at. Velocity is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration into time. V square is equal to u square
Plus 2.
Yes. S is equal to ut plus half at square. And we had also learned these are the three main equations of motion.
Satvik, బయటికి వెళ్ళి Satvik.
Children, please mute yourself. Only when there is an answer to be given, please unmute and answer. Okay, I had given a additional equation. Do you remember, guys? This is nothing but displacement in the nth second, correct? What is displacement in the nth second? Can you tell me, guys? Anybody remembers? Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. All right. So these are the equations of motion. All right. Now, with this background, let us start a few questions, students. I'll just keep it on the board for a minute. Then I'll move on to the question paper. So we'll be taking a few questions. These are all questions which have come in competitive exams. All right. So you'll get a feel for it. Okay. Yes. So let's move on. Are you able to see the questions? So let's take the first question in the worksheet today. An athlete completes one round of circular track of radius r in 40 seconds. What will be his displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? Could you try, students, on your own and report the answer to me? In a minute or two, I will also solve it for you. Anybody with the answer? So what is the displacement at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds, students? Yes, anybody would like to?
2 hours, sir.
2 hour? All right. Very good, Evelyn. Could you explain how you did that?
Sir, at the end of 40 seconds, displacement will be 0 because he's completing one round. So in that 2 minutes 20 seconds is 140 seconds altogether. So in so in 120 seconds, displacement will be 0, and the remaining 20 seconds he will be he will complete half the circular track. So there the displacement will be equal to the diagonal of the circle, which is 2r.
Yes, diameter. Very good.
I
Very
mean
good.
diameter, sorry.
Yes. Excellent, Evelyn. That's perfect answer. Okay. So let us say, I'll just explain this once again. Evelyn has beautifully explained the whole thing. Now I'll just explain once more so that everybody is clear about it. So let's say the person starts from A, guys. Okay. Now what is going to happen is he's taking 40 seconds for completing one round. Is it not? So totally is running for 2 minutes 2 seconds, 20 seconds. You know that 2 minutes is 2 into 60, which is 120 seconds. And then additional 20 seconds. So totally, he's going around the circle for 140 seconds, correct? If you see, he takes 40 seconds for completing one round, right? So let's say he starts from A. In 40 seconds, he'll be once again reaching the point A because he'll complete one round. Do you all agree, students? Yes. Now, second 40 seconds, which is total of 80 seconds. By the end of 80 seconds, where will he be? He'll be once again at A because he would have completed how many rounds? 2 rounds, correct? One round in 40 seconds, 2 rounds in 80 seconds totally. And by the time 120 seconds passes, how many rounds you would have completed, students? 3 rounds. Yes. First round 40 seconds, second round 40 seconds, third round 40 seconds. By the time 120 seconds passes, he would have completed 3 rounds. Are you clear, guys? And where will he be? He'll be exactly at the point A, starting point. Correct? So if the question was 2 minutes, then what will be the answer, students? He will start at A and he will end again at A. So displacement will be 0. Correct or not? If the question was 120 seconds. correct? But it is 140 seconds, 2 minutes 20 seconds. So in the remaining 20 seconds, he is going to continue running. In 40 seconds, he will complete one round. So in 20 seconds, how many rounds will he complete, students? Half a round, is it not? 40 seconds he will take for one round. So in 20 seconds, how much he will complete? Half a round. When I say half a round, he will move to the diametrically opposite point. So A will be his initial position. After 3.5 rounds, do you understand that? First round 40 seconds, second round another 40 seconds, third round another 40 seconds, 120 seconds. 20 more seconds is remaining, so he'll complete another half. So he has completed 3.5 rounds totally. If he completes one round, he will reach back point A. But if he completes half a round, he will reach the point B. So his initial position is A and the final position is B. Do you agree, guys? Yes. So we have learned that displacement is nothing but the shortest distance between initial and final positions. So what is the starting position? A. What is the final position? B. So you join both of them by a line. I think you know this. This is nothing but the diameter of the circle, correct? And what is diameter going to be? 2 times of the radius. Do you agree, guys? So answer for this question will be 2r. Is that clear to everyone? Yes. Now, I will ask another additional question in this case. Could you tell me what is the distance traveled? What is the definition of distance, students? Distance is nothing but the length of the actual path traveled. Could you tell me, anybody? What would the answer be? Anyone? Very simple, students. How many rounds is he completing at the end of 2 minutes 20 seconds? Is he not completing 3.5 rounds? Each round, what is the length of the path? Isn't it the circumference? What is circumference of the circle?
2 pi r.
2 pi r. Therefore, he is completing 3.5 rounds. So the total distance will be 3.5. 3.5 I can write it as 3.5 multiplied by the circumference. What is circumference of the circle? 2 pi r. So what will be the answer, students? 7 pi r would have been the answer if the question was distance. But here you can see the question is displacement. Therefore, the answer is 2r. Otherwise, the fourth option would have been the correct answer. Did you understand how it is 3.5? Clear? First round 40 seconds, second round 80 seconds, third round total 3 rounds, 120 seconds, half round another 20 seconds. So in 2 minutes, 220 seconds, 3.5 rounds is doing. Each round, the length of the path. What is the length of this path? 2 pi r. So it will be 2 pi r multiplied by 3.57 pi r will be the answer if distance was asked. Clear, students? Can we move on? All right. All right. Now we are going to move on to the next question, students. A car travels from A to B with a speed of 20 km per hour and returns at a speed of 30 km per hour. What is the average speed of the car for the whole journey?
25 kilometers.
25 kilometers. 25.
Okay, 25 km per hour is an expected wrong answer. How did you say 25? You just took the average of the two, correct? 20 plus 30 by 2, correct? That is not the right answer, okay? I will give you the idea how to do the sum and I'll also tell you the formula, okay? Initially, I'll do it in a long method, but then I will tell you the formula so that you can do it in a single step once the sum is given in the exam. So let's say the car is going from A to B, okay? And what is the velocity with which it's going? 20 km per hour, correct? Let us say the distance is D, okay? Distance is D between A and B, okay? Now what is happening? The car is returning from B to A. What is implicitly given or and to be understood is same distance. A to B, whatever was the distance, same is going to be from B to A as well, right? Now, do you think the time that it will take in both the cases, will it be same or different? Return journey, it will reach faster. Don't you think so? It's traveling at a higher speed, correct or not? So it will reach faster. So it will take less time, correct? So let me take the time in this case to be t1, okay? And let's say the time taken in the second case is t2. Are you clear of the scenario, students? From A to B, the car is traveling at the speed of 20 km per hour. Distance covered is d. Time taken is t1. We don't know what it is. Return journey, the speed is 30 km per hour. Distance is d. Time taken is t2. Okay. Now, what is the relationship between speed, distance, and time, students? Speed is equal to?
Distance by time.
Absolutely. Very good. Distance divided by time. Correct. So, can we get the relationship between distance, speed, and time in these three cases, students? Just, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, speed is equal to distance upon time. So let's do that for both these cases. All right. So what is your speed in the first case? Can you tell me?
20 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, 20 is equal to distance. What is distance? D divided by T1. So what is T1 equal to? Can I write it as D by 20? Yes? Okay, now, yes. Now let's look at case 2. What is the speed, guys? 30. 30 is equal to distance, same distance divided by a different time, T2. So if I do the cross multiplication, I'll get T2 is equal to D divided by 30, all right? Is it clear everyone? So what is the total time? Total time.
T1.
Yeah, T1 plus T2. Correct. So the total time T is equal to T1 plus T2. And what is T1? D divided by 20 plus D divided by 30. Or I can take D outside, and what would I get? 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. That will be the total time. Now, final step. What is the definition of average speed of the whole journey? Total distance by total time. Can you guys tell me what is the total distance covered?
2 times T.
2 times D. Perfect. From A to B it is small d, B to A another small d. So 2 times D is correct. And what is the total time? T. And what is T? Already we got the answer. What is it? D into 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. So I can cancel D here. I am very close. We are close to the answer now. Right? So it is 2 divided by 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. You can take LCM here. So it will be 30 plus 20 divided by 20 into 30. You can bring that up. So it will be 2 into 20 into 30 divided by, what is 20 plus 30? 50. So 1 0 will cancel. 5 and 30, 6 times. So the answer is 6 into 4, 24. So 24 Are you able to hear me, students?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Okay. So 24 kilometer per hour is the answer. So could you tell me which is the right answer? The second option is going to be the right answer. Clear? Any doubts in this, students? So you can clearly see we are just using the formula speed is equal to distance by time. That's all. All right. Now, I'm going to directly give you a answer. I'm going to directly give you an answer so that you can do it very, very fast. Right? Shall I tell you the formula? Are you ready? Ready? Yes. So the formula is, please make a note of it. Directly you can use this 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. If a car goes from one point to another and then returns back, then the average velocity is going to be given by 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. So if you know this, directly you can do it. So what would it be? 2 into v1. What is v1, guys? 20. v2 30. 20 plus 35, 50. We directly reach the step. So it is 2 into 4, 8, 8 into 3, 24. Did you understand, students? Clear? All right, awesome, awesome. I'll give you a minute and then we'll move on to the next question. Okay. Have you all completed? Shall we move on to the next question? Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Okay, this is also based on the same concept. Okay. Okay, could you all tell me now how do we need to proceed? Please go through the question. One car moving on a straight road covers 1/3 of the distance with 20 km per hour and rest with 60 km per hour. What would be its average speed? We could use the same method. So a car is starting, let's say, from point A. It moves on a straight road. First, it reaches point B and then continues to move and reaches point C. Okay. If the total distance is D, let us say, okay, how much is the first part of the distance? Could you tell me, students?
20 kilometers.
No, that is the velocity, that is the speed, okay? What is the distance? Could you tell me the distance?
1/3 of the distance.
1/3 of the total. So total is D, then what would 1/3 be? D by 3, correct? What is going to be the remaining? Could you tell me what is the remaining, guys? Isn't it 2 by 3D? Yes. So it's going to be 2 by 3D. Are you all following, students? Yes, just you can do a thumbs up if voice is clear and if yes. Even you can do it with your real hands. Thumbs up. Okay, good, very good. Awesome. Very nice. Okay. Now, the first part of the journey, what is the speed, students? 20 km per hour. What is the speed in the second part of the journey?
60 kilometers per hour.
Yes, perfect. So now we need to find the average speed of this car, okay, in the journey, right? Once again, we do the same thing. Of course, we don't know the timings, right? So let us say it has taken T1 time for the first part of the journey and T2, let it be the time for the second part of the journey. And can you guys tell me what is the relationship between T1, I mean the speed and the distance? It is once again speed is equal to distance by time. Yes, so speed equals distance by time. So for the first part, the speed is 20 km per hour. Distance is D by 3. divided by T1. And for the second part of the journey, 60 is equal to 2D by 3 divided by T2. Now I'm going to take T to the other side and bring the speed down, right? So T1 will be equal to D by 3 divided by 20, and T2 is going to be equal to 2D by 3 divided by 60. All right. Okay. Now, so what is speed? So the average speed is equal to total distance traveled. What is the total distance traveled, students? Total distance traveled is
D,
D.
sir.
Yeah, D. Divided by the total time taken. What is the total time taken? It is nothing but T1 plus T2. So it is D divided by T1. What is T1? D by 3 divided by 20 plus 2D by 3 divided by 60. So I can take out D and cancel it, right? So this would be nothing but 1 divided by, I can take a 1 by 3 outside here. So it becomes 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. Or not 1 by 60. 2 by 60. So this 3 which is the denominator comes to the numerator. So it is 3 divided by 1 by 20 plus 2 by 60. Now we can take LCM. So it's going to be 3 divided by 60 is the LCM. It's going to be 3 plus 2. So that's 3 divided by 5 upon 60. 5 by 60 is 12. 12 comes to the numerator, so it becomes 3 into 12. Therefore, answer is 36 km per hour. So which among the options is correct?
Option D.
Yes, option D is correct. Is it clear, students? Now I am also going to tell you a technique for solving this faster, okay? I think you have learned about arithmetic progression, right? In your 10th class. Have some of you learned about arithmetic progression? Anybody?
Yeah, sir.
Yes. Okay. This year in mathematics,
Yes, sir.
you will be learning about, very good, very good. In mathematics, you will be learning about not only arithmetic progression, but something called geometric progression. And students who are preparing for JEE will learn one more, which is called harmonic progression. Okay. In fact, these sums can be solved using what I call as harmonic progression. Maybe after our class, you can just visit, online to find out what is harmonic progression. If you understand that, then this can be very fast. Okay. Let me tell you the technique. Okay. I've just put a box here, right? I will explain what it is. Okay. See here. See if you're getting this point. Come on, tell me. Now, did you understand how we divided this, right? 1/3 of the distance is d by 3. Remaining is how much, students? 2/3 of the distance, correct? This is d by 3, this is 2d by 3, correct? So can you tell me what is the ratio of these two? If I divide them, what do I get? Aren't they in the ratio 1:2? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
D by 3
Yes.
divided by 2d by 3. So what would it be? 1:2, correct or not? And what are the respective velocities? The respective velocities are 20 km per hour and 60 km per hour. So I will tell you a technique for solving this sum. Okay. Very quickly you can solve it using this. So it is 1:2 ratio, correct? So what I must do is in the numerator, write the sum of these two. 1 plus 2. What is it? 3. Then divided by 1, that ratio 1 divided by 20. 1 divided by 20 plus, what is the ratio here? 2 divided by 60. So we can bypass all these steps, directly reach here. That is how you will be encouraged to do it in competitive exam. Should I repeat what I said? Or is it clear?
Sir, can you repeat it one more time?
Definitely. Okay. Just observe here. The moment this question is given. So whatever we have done, that's the proper approach. I have discussed in detail. But what I am telling you right now is a technique for doing it very, very fast. Okay. So let me repeat myself. So the car is moving from A to B and then from B to C. 1/3 of the distance it is covering with a speed of 20 km per hour. 2/3 of the distance it covers, remaining 2/3 it covers with 60 km per hour. So can you tell me what is the ratio of the distances? Isn't it 1:2? Is that part clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in the numerator of your answer, what you need to do is just add these ratios. So what is 1 plus 2?
3.
Yes, that's what we write in the numerator. All right. Divided by this one, 1 divided by 20. Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir, got it.
Plus 2 divided by 60. That's it. That will give you the answer very quickly. If you do it the regular way, you will take about 5 minutes time. But when you use this technique, you will solve it within a minute. And that's what is expected. Even this is a JEE question, you can take a maximum of only 2 minutes, not more than that. Have you all taken down, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shall we move on to the next question? Are you ready? Shall we move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Fine. Very good. Okay. All right. Okay. The initial, these are straightforward questions, okay? The initial velocity of a body moving along a straight line is 7 meters per second. It has an uniform acceleration of 4 meters per second squared. What is the distance covered by the body in the 5th second of its motion? Of course, the sum will be very simple only if you apply the 4th equation which I have given you. If not, it will take long time. Okay. So if you want displacement in the nth second, then I recommend you to use the equation which I gave you in the beginning. Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Is that clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is not the displacement in n seconds. this is the displacement in the nth second. If it was displacement in 5 seconds, the formula you should have used is S is equal to ut plus half at square. But if they ask you, find the displacement in the 5th second, or the 4th second, or the 10th second, in that second you want to find the displacement, then you are expected to use this formula. Of course, this may not be given in the text. So this is something which we give you additionally, right? So this will be helpful for solving in the competitive exam. Of course, you can easily derive it. That's not a big deal. So now directly you will get the answer. What is u? Come on, tell me, what is initial velocity?
7.
Yes. And what is the acceleration given to be?
4 meters square.
And which second are we talking about?
5th second.
So n must be substituted as 5. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So your answer is 7 plus 4 and 2 cancel. So you get 2 here. So it is 2 into 5, 10. 10 minus 1, 9. So it is 7 plus 18. And what would that answer be?
25.
25 meters. Yeah. Although I said it, you can get to the answer very easily. That is only true if you apply this formula. The regular formula will take you more effort and time. Done, students? Shall we move on? Yes. Okay. This is also straightforward. All right. If a car at rest, the moment you hear the word rest, what do you write? What do you infer? Initial velocity is 0. All right. The moment you hear that the car is at rest, then initial velocity is 0. It accelerates uniformly to a speed of 144 km per hour. In how much time, students? 20 seconds. Now, it will be best for us to convert, okay? What is the multiplication factor when you have to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second?
5 by 18.
Yes, it is 5 by 18 because 1 kilometer is 1000 meters, 1 hour is 3600 seconds. When you divide 1000 by 3600, you will end up getting 5 by 18, okay? So this is nothing but 2 into 9. And what is this going to be? 16 into 9. So you can cancel this. 16 by 2, 8. Or directly if you know the 18th table, 18 into 8 will be 144. So 8 into 5, 40. So the speed is 40 meter per second. Clear? You are asked to find the distance. So what is distance formula? Either you can use v square minus u square equals to as, or ut plus half at square. But what we don't know at this point in time?
Acceleration.
Acceleration is not known, so we'll do it in 2 steps. We will find the acceleration first using the other equation. What is v equal to?
U
U
plus
plus 80. Yes. So V is nothing but 40. We just found. Initial velocity is 0. A is the acceleration and the time is 20 seconds. So we end up getting acceleration as 40 divided by 2. Sorry, 40 divided by 20, which is equal to 2. And you know the units, it's meter per second square. So acceleration, we found out, acceleration is 2 meter per second square. Now everything that we need to get the answer is available with us. So what is the initial velocity? 0. Therefore this term will be vanishing. Correct? So it is only half AT square. So what is A? We got 2. T is 20. 2 and 2 cancels. So S will be equal to 20 square. And what is 20 square, students? 400 meters. Therefore, the
400.
answer is 400 meters. That's all. So this question has been solved in 2 steps. That's all. First, we find acceleration from given data, then substitute that in the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. In the beginning, we do the conversion of kilometer per hour to meter per second. But otherwise, it's a straightforward, direct formula-based question. Has everyone taken down? Shall we move on? Shall we get to the next question, students? Are you ready? Just give a thumbs up.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay. You can see a scenario here. What is given? The velocity of a bullet is reduced from 200 meter per second to 100 meter per second while traveling through a wooden block of thickness 10 centimeters. The retardation, assuming it to be uniform, will be. So we are asked to find the retardation. Right? I hope you are able to visualize the scenario. So there is a wooden block. And let's say there is a bullet fired from a gun, which is hitting the wooden block and penetrating inside. All right. And it covers, let's say, a distance of, it gets into a wooden block of thickness 10 centimeters. So it travels a distance of 10 centimeters. In doing so, what do you think, students? Will its velocity decrease or will it remain the same or will it increase?
Decreases.
Decreases, absolutely, right? Because it's going to go against the resisting force of the wood. It's going to penetrate, so it requires some energy. Some energy is lost. The kinetic energy will be lost in penetrating into the wood, right? So its velocity is bound to decrease. So what is the initial velocity with which it's entering the wood? That's 200 meter per second. And what's the final velocity?
100 meters.
100.
Yes, 100 meter per second. And what is the distance covered during this period? 10 centimeters, right? And what is the time taken? Oh, we don't know what that, right? And we may not require those. We are interested in finding the acceleration. Or it's not a positive acceleration, it's a retardation. It reduces the velocity. So what formula can we use here? V square is equal to u square plus 2as. What is the initial velocity? 100. I'm sorry, yeah. Initial velocity is 200, right?
200.
Very good, students. So initial velocity is 200. So in place of u, I substitute 200. And final velocity is 100. So in place of v, I substitute 100. And the displacement is 10 centimeters. Do you think I need to convert it into meters? Yes or no? Yes, right? 1 centimeter is 1 by 100th of a meter, correct? Because we know that 100 centimeter is 1 meter. So 1 centimeter would be 1 by 100th of a meter. So I'll need to multiply this with 1 by 100 of a meter. So displacement we would end up getting it as 1 by 10 meter. So please watch out, right? So you must be doing this conversion. So it's 2a into 1 by 10. Had it been given in meters, directly you could have used that. So 100 square is 10,000. 200 square is 40,000. This is a divided by 5. Now a divided by 5 will be equal to 40,000. I take it to the other side, it will be minus 40,000. 10,000 minus 40,000 is minus 30,000. Or I can write it as minus 3 into 10 to the power 4. Do you agree? There are 4 zeros. So a will be equal to, I take this 5 that side, so it is 15, right? So minus 15 into 10 to the power 4 meter per second square. What is the significance of the negative sign, students?
Retardation.
Yeah, it is retardation. It reduces the velocity, correct? So when I give in the question directly as retardation, there is no need to mention negative sign because it is understood. So the right answer for this question is fourth option. Is the whole thing clear, students?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Evelyn, please go ahead.
Sir, can you explain why the distance is 10 centimeters, sir?
Velocity of the bullet is reduced from 200 meter per second to 100 meter per second while traveling through a wooden block of thickness 10 centimeters. Right? So what's the thickness of the wooden block, Evelyn?
10 centimeter.
Yeah, so it's crossing a wooden block of thickness 10 centimeters. The initial velocity at that point is 200 meter per second, and final velocity when it comes out, it's 100 meter per second. So it's basically it has traveled a distance of 10 centimeters. Is it becoming clear to you, Evelyn, now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Any doubts, students, or is it clear? Clear? If it's clear, let's give a thumbs up. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Good, good, good. 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 Sadiq, Amog, Gautam, Jain, Griffin, Vinay, Roshni, Vaikash, Levin, Joel, Jerome, Aison, Sai Kiran, Ritvik, Jayant, Jashwant, Evelyn. Congratulations on being on video and interacting completely. Others, I'm sure some of you are listening, all of you are listening, but I would recommend, in the next class to be on video, everybody, okay? Just schedule yourself for an hour, right? To be on video. The moment you are on video, it's as vibrant as a real regular class, live offline class, right? That's extremely important, students. So I really appreciate. Let's see if we can, if I'll just look at the sum. If it's a short question, we will do it right away, or else we'll conclude with this. Let me see. All right. So both these questions are based on relative velocity. It will take a little time. Ninth also will take time. We shall do these questions tomorrow. All right. Okay, students. So it's good to connect with all of you. So all the best, and go through whatever we have done in this class as well as the notes that I had sent you. I'll be again in the next 3 days. I'll be sending more notes to you. So please go through them carefully and step by step. And whenever doubts are there, don't hesitate to ask me even after our class. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to go through an important presentation. Be on time, and let's meet tomorrow, students. I wish you all the very best. Congratulations on being on the call today. We'll be ending the call now. Yeah, see you
Thank you,
all.
sir.
Good night. All the best. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye bye. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye, students.